Good morning, friends. We have studied Taylor's method of scientific management. Taylor is also called the father of scientific management, but it did not consider a human element or human behavior in his study. Rather, it was more related to the differential payment and other methods. So, to avoid limitations of Taylor's method, Elton Mayo have given a behavioral approach type of method. It is also called a Hawthorne's study and human relations approach. In 1924, the Western Electric Company commissioned a research program to study individual productivity at the Hawthorne Works of firm's Chicago plant. This study has happened in Chicago plant. The initial Hawthorne studies had a scientific management perspective and sought to determine how economic incentives and physical conditions of the workplace affected the output of workers. These experiments were conducted by Elton Mayo. He was member of the committee. Question on this particular point may be like this: what is the organizational behavior approach in management? Elaborate the concept organization as open system. Now let us see what is Hawthorne experiments. As I said, this experiment is conducted in Hawthorne studies. That means a Hawthorne Works of Chicago plant, and the committee member was Elton Mayo. This experiment is based upon 4 points. One is illumination experiments. Second one is relay assembly experiment, which is also called a group experiment or a break experiment. Third one is interviewing program, or it is also called a feedback program. Fourth one is bank wiring room experiment, or it is also called a surprising result of productivity when there is difference in payment, and what will happen if there will be a informal and formal groups in the organization. So this Hawthorne study is based upon 4 points. First one is illumination experiments. An initial focus was on the level of illumination in the manufacturing facilities. It seemed reasonable to expect that better lighting would improve performance. Hawthorne Works had commissioned a study to see if worker would become more productive in higher or lower level of lights. The workers' productivity seemed to improve when changes were made and slumped when the study was concluded. It was suggested that the productivity gain was due to the motivational effect of the interest being shown in them. Although illumination research of workplace lighting formed the basis of the Hawthorne effect, other changes such as maintain clean workstation, clearing floors of obstacles, and even relocating workstations resulted in increased productivity for a short period only. Thus, the term is used to identify any type of short-lived increase in productivity. Thus, illumination experiment, that means increasing or decreasing lights on the workplace, was not affecting productivity. So this experiment has failed, and they have concluded that unforeseen psychological factors somehow interfered with their elimination. Next point is relay assembly experiment. In one of the studies, experimenters choose two women as test subjects and asked them to choose four other workers to join the test group. Together, the women worked in a separate room over the course of 5 years, from 1927 to 32, assembling telephone relays. Telephone relays actually. Output was measured mechanically by counting how many finished relays each dropped down a chute. This measuring began in secret 2 weeks before moving the women to an experiment room and continued throughout the study. In the experiment room, they had a supervisor who discussed changes with them and at times used their suggestions. Then the researchers spent 5 years measuring how different variables impacted the group's and individuals' productivity. They have changed few variables. In one case, they have given 5 minutes break after every hour. In second case, they have provided food. In third case, they have increased breaks to 10 minutes and only they have given 2 breaks within 8 hours. So they found that giving 5-minute break after every 1 hour, the productivity has increased, but when they looked at overall productivity, it has gone down. Then shortening the day by 30 minutes and provided 10-minute break after every 3 hours has resulted into increase in production. Changing a variable usually increased productivity, even if the variables were just a change back to the original condition. However, it is said that this is the natural process of the human being to adapt to the environment being without knowing the objective of the experiment occurring. Researchers concluded that the workers worked harder because they thought that they were being monitored individually. But as far as 5-minute break after every 1 hour has resulted into overall less production of the organization. The another point that researchers have concentrated is researchers has hypothesized that choosing one's own co-workers or working as a group, being treated as special and having a sympathetic supervisor were the real reasons for the productivity increase. Two girls were allowed to sit in a single room, their productivity has been increased because they were having a sympathetic supervisor. The another point that they have considered is that Elton Mayo was that the 6 individuals became a team and the team gave itself wholeheartedly and spontaneously to cooperation in the experiment. Mayo also suggested that team should not be more than 6 and it should not be less than 2, which has resulted into their productivity. Because within a team, individual social approach is discussed among them. Next point is interviewing program or feedback program of Hawthorne study and human relations approach. The workers were interviewed in attempt to validate the Hawthorne studies. The participants were asked about supervisory practices and employee morale. The results proved that upward communication in an organization creates a positive attitude in the work environment. The workers feel pleased that their ideas were being heard. Fourth point of this Hawthorne experiment is that banking wiring room experiment. The purpose of next study was to find out how payment incentives would affect productivity. The surprising result was that productivity actually decreased. The study was conducted by Mayo and Lloyd Warner between 1931 and 1932 on a group of 14 men who put together telephone switching equipments. The researchers found that although the workers were paid according to individual productivity, productivity decreased because the men were afraid that company would lower the base rate. Hence, Taylor's experiment based upon production failed in human behavioral approach. Detailed observation between the men revealed the existence of informal groups within the formal groups. Suppose there are four group of 6 people and there are 2 informal groups within their group, each called informal groups. That is group of 3 each is called informal group or subgroup. These informal groups developed informal rules of behavior as well as mechanism to enforce them. The informal groups serve to control group members and to manage bosses. When bosses asked questions, group members gave the same response, even if they were untrue. Managers understood that these reasons are untrue, but same reason appeared from each informal group. These results shows that workers were more responsive to the social force than incentives of management. The behavioral approach focuses on psychological and sociological processes such as attitude, motivations, group dynamics, that influence employees' performance. Next point that we are going to discuss about Mayo's approach is behavioral science approach. Development of organizational behavior pioneering of the human relations movement stressed interpersonal relations and neglected the group behavior patterns. This led to the development of field of organization behavior. It respects a more interdisciplinary and multidimensional approach to worker behavior. Organization behavior involves the study of attitudes, behavioral pattern, performance of individuals and group in an organizational setting. Man, social individual, he is a complex individual. The role of contribution of organization behavior in workers. They discussed psychological variables like motivations, leading, etc. Man is a self-actuating being. The behavioral science approach is concerned with the social psychological aspect of human behavior in the organization. Individual differs in terms of their attitudes, perception, and value system. People working in the organization have their needs and goals which may differ from the organization's need and goals. Individual behavior is closely linked with the behavior of the group to which he belongs. Informal leadership rather than the formal authority of the supervisor is more important for setting and enforcing group standards of performance.